Tonight it's all about progress in the Carling Cup. Both of these teams have reached the final of this competition in the past. Can they get to the third round of this season's competition? It's Birmingham against Rochdale. Bowyer. Spread by Michel, but it's a ball that Wiseman had seen. He was well switched on. He's got Tutty to his right. And he's used him. And Wiseman! And it's turned in by Jones! Gary Jones, the captain, was the man on the spot to give Rochdale the lead here against Premier League Birmingham. Well, it's not an unfamiliar scenario for Birmingham this season, is it? They've gone behind in both of the previous matches they've played, coming from 2 down at Sunderland to rescue a point, coming from a goal down against Blackburn to win the match of the weekend, and now they have to come from behind here as Derbyshire looks to make inroads against Holness, looking for a penalty, but he's not going to get it.
Well, the assistant referee's looking right at that, and he waves for a corner. Not too sure. Bouncing.
Oh, he's pointed to the spot!
Oh, that's harsh. That's really harsh. The assistant referee has given that, you know, and I'm not really sure what for. First of all, I thought it was a goal kick in live play. I really thought it was a goal kick.
Well, it's Nigel Murphy who's the linesman at the centre of this, but there was a long period there when it looked as though it was going to be a corner, and then all of a sudden the referee, Mike Russell, just pointed to the spot. It's James McFadden. And for the matter of 3 minutes, Rochdale were able to enjoy their lead, but it's been wiped out now in controversial circumstances.
Well, it's harsh, but there's no mistaking that that is a quality penalty. There's no goalkeeper in the world who's going to get anywhere near that.
Johnson's header, and Birmingham lead, and David Murphy has only his second goal for the club.
Well, I said, no threat, always have been, always will be with players like that. Roger Johnson knocks it down, and you can't see who's marking David Murphy. I think it's Scott Wiseman who loses the left back, and he pays the ultimate price. McLeish's boys ahead. There's your big boys up from the back again.
Johnson and Dan might have been expected to make an impact. Few would have expected Murphy to, but he's in there again. Not towards Johnson, but just evaded him. There's Michel. Oh, you're trying to slide in Seb Larsson, and Derbyshire! Well, he struck it against the goalkeeper, and it went in across the line.
Well, they were very unlucky in conceding the penalty. A little bit indisciplined in conceding the second. And they are very, very unlucky again, because Matt Derbyshire makes a real hash of that. And is that over the line? It's very, very close. But there's an unfortunate slip. It just comes off Derbyshire, and it does just appear to trickle agonisingly for Rochdale. Over the line, well, that's inconclusive, as Hatley Elding is getting back really quickly, and it's just, by the look of things, literally a couple of inches over.
Dawson just caught Lee Bowyer. Brady here trying to slip past his man. Doan's waiting in the middle. Jones is there! And they've given themselves renewed hope. It's a double for the captain, and the gap is closed again.
Very, very unselfish play from the big striker. Picks the skipper out on his favourite foot, and he slots it beautifully, doesn't he?
Big clearance from David Martin. Gardner.
Searching out Bozajor, who's in behind here. Zigic ahead of him. Kleb is square of him. Kleb, that's a class finish. His first goal in Birmingham City colours. And Premiership leads League One in the Carling Cup. Bozajor with the spot, and Kleb picking at the bottom corner. Bozajor, nice skill, 2 to aim for. There's Zigic, another first for Birmingham. The £6 million man bags his first goal for his new club. 2 quick goals for Birmingham. Eases the pressure in this Carling Cup tie. Zigic the target. Linking up with Kleb. Gardner. There's a third. A third for Birmingham in 4 brilliant first half minutes. Gardner's only been on the field 5 minutes. Chadwick. Now Mark Carrington. Lewis Guy. MK Dons with plenty of players forward. Chadwick again. Nice turn by Carrington. Equalled by the save of Mike Taylor. Turning the ball around the post. Challenge was from Gardner. Ballas. Phillips with Parnaby pulling away to the right-hand side. He studied the cross-up beautifully for Zigic. And the big 6-footer just puts the ball past the post. Annoyed with himself for the finish. Delightful cross from Parnaby. Lewington. Ball in from Guy. Birek. May fall. Does fall for Wilbraham. MK Dons back in it. 10 minutes to go. But surely Birmingham have done enough to get themselves in the last 16. Carr is stretching for the pass but won't get there. Weston for Brentford. Here he is again. 2 in the middle. Aiming for Austin. That might sit up for Wood, and does! The away section erupts in joy. The deadlock is broken. And it's the underdogs of Brentford that are in front. A sweet strike from Sam Wood on the volley and beyond Mike Taylor. Hurried clearance only as far as Gardner. Wonderful save from Richard Lee. Gardner a scorer here in the previous round against MK Dons, denied by Richard Lee, the saviour when Brentford played Everton. Dying embers of the game. Gardner can't get his shot away. Dan. Now Richwell. Now for Phillips. Yes! Right man, right place, right time again. Kevin Phillips. Coolness personified from the Birmingham frontman. His last Birmingham goal was also a last-minute equaliser in the Premier League against Arsenal last season. And this is a goal that may take Birmingham now into extra time. And it will keep the Carling Cup run going. Parnaby. Phillips, well taken. Still got plenty of men in front of him. Gets the shot away, however. And Richard Lee diving in desperation. Birmingham nearly won this in extra time. Richard Lee's goal kick will signal the end of extra time. We go to the lotteries of penalties to decide who will go into the Carling Cup quarter-final. It may suit Brentford. They were victors against Everton in these circumstances in the last round. All down to Richard Lee in their goal again. Kevin Phillips, who took the game to extra time. Now that's a penalty. Up into the roof of the goal, and Birmingham's first penalty is scored. Nothing Richard Lee could do with that one. Kevin O'Connor, the Brentford skipper, is first up for the visitors, up against Mike Taylor, who got a touch, but the ball ends up in the back of the goal, and we're all square. Birmingham, who were beaten in the League Cup final back in 2001 on penalties against Liverpool. Craig Gardner, a Birmingham fan, fires one into the bottom corner. He's done his bit for his team to try and move them into the last 8 of this competition. David Hunt for Brentford. Off the post and in. Brentford, you could say, have been fortunate so far. Taylor got a touch to the first. This one is in off the post. All they're concerned about that it's gone over the line. All square ahead of Scott Dan's penalty. A slower run up, but the same finish as the previous 2 for the Blues. They now lead 3-2. Brentford's third penalty to come. Michael Spillane to take. It's a short run up. And it's come back off the bar. Maybe they have rode their luck in this penalty shootout. Thumping off the woodwork. Advantage Birmingham. It's Lee Bowyer. And he's fired it high over the bar. The experienced midfielder, showing that penalties affect everyone, I suppose. It's a really poor finish. Lewis Graben to draw the teams level again, and does so in off the bar again. They don't do it the easy way, Brentford. That's 4 penalties apiece now. Technically, we're into sudden death. Stephen Carr just about squeezes that one beyond Richard Lee, who lies frustrated on the floor. Stephen Carr marches back to the centre circle, knowing that he's sneaked this one in. All the pressure is on Craig Woodman. If he misses, Brentford are out and Birmingham are into the quarter-finals. Straight at Mike Taylor, and Birmingham are into the quarter-finals. Brentford, penalty heroes against Everton, have to bow out of the competition, and Birmingham celebrate. It's been a long, dramatic night at St Andrews, but Birmingham showed that they can go the distance. How far can this Carling Cup run go?
Birmingham are a force to be reckoned with here at St Andrews, where they beat the champions Chelsea in their last home game. But when it comes to the League Cup, no club in the land has a better record than Aston Villa. Can last season's beaten finalists stay on course for a return to Wembley? Or will it finally be joy for Birmingham after years of finishing second best in the second city?
Comfortable save, isn't it?
skipper done, but he's given it away to Cameron Jerome, and that's a good ball and a strong challenge, and it's a penalty. A mess at the back for Aston Villa, and Birmingham have been gifted a wonderful opportunity to take the early advantage here.
Well, it's a burst forward from Lee Bowyer. It's Richard Dunn, the skipper. Does he catch him? Yeah, there's a collision of legs. And that is a clear penalty. Chris Foy right on the spot and absolutely no hesitation in awarding it.
And it's Seb Larsson, who scored his first goal in almost a year in the Premier League game at Fulham on Saturday, who has taken on the responsibility. He hasn't scored here at St Andrews for over 2 years. What a moment it would be to end that record. And he has done so. It's advantage Birmingham City.
Well, it's incredible, isn't it, football? Because there's no question that Aston Villa had started this match the bigger and the brighter of the two teams, but it's the blue half of town that are celebrating right now. We spoke about Villa's defending. It's led to this, but that's a calm penalty. Sends Brad Friedel the wrong way. And he had to keep his nerve, didn't he, Sebastian Larsson? And you can see what it means.
What a start here for Alec McLeish, who took over 3 years ago this week. He's been very successful, but he has yet to beat Villa in 4 previous attempts. Jerome's header for Larsson, and on it goes to Zigic. Well, I don't know why he tumbled rather than smack the ball home.
He tumbled because he realised he'd made a hash of it. That is a glorious opportunity. Once he's in there, he needs to be aware that he hasn't got time to take a touch. He's got to get the shot away. Maybe in his defence, comes at him a little quickly.
And somehow or other, did Friedel keep it out? The linesman has flagged, and the goal will not stand. Birmingham are convinced it crossed the line.
Referee Chris Foy has got to stop it here because nobody really knows what that is for. Must be in communication with his assistant referee. They're claiming that that ball went over the line. That is very, very controversial because Brad Friedel has fumbled it. It's over the line and Scott Dann is not interfering with play. And Birmingham should have been 2 up. As it is, they are all square.
Good delivery though, Zigic involved, and Friedel quickly out. Now Downing. What a good ball that was. Ashley Young. He's broken to Agbonlahor. Well, isn't that just how it happens in football? Birmingham felt they should have had a second goal. Now they've been picked back by the man who always seems to score against them. Bannon. Clark. Dangerous place to lose possession. Zigic. That's a good ball for Cameron Jerome.
He's missed it. We are right behind that. As soon as it left his boot, it was bending the wrong way. It was always curling away from goal. Great ball and a great run from Cameron Jerome, but he's got to hit the target. He's just trying to draw Brad Friedel and dink it over the goalkeeper, but in dinking it, it gets the wrong side of the ball and it curls agonisingly away.
Ashley Young again. Now Luke Young. Bannon takes over. Well, it took 2 to stop him at the expense of a free kick.
It's Chris Foy, you know, the assistant referee, who is literally a couple of yards away there. Doesn't do anything.
Good old-fashioned derby this is. Jerome and Zigic in the middle. Jerome near post. post. Well, Friedel's positioning was perfect and had to be. Back come Birmingham. Zigic. Now Bannon takes Villa forward. It's Ashley Young with Agbonlahor in support. It's a great run by Ashley Young. Agbonlahor waits, and this time it's the other goalkeeper, Foster, who pounces.
Well, the two goalkeepers' positional sense have just saved both of their teams.
Johnson goes long, but he's only given it away. So too has done to Zigic. Gardner takes over, and cleverly done by Gardner!
Well, that's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. He wants the ball all the time, Craig Gardner. Great bit of skill, and we know that he possesses a great strike in that right foot.
Dunn's clearance not the best. They've got away with it though, Villa. Agbonlahor's layoff to Downing. Back down the line for him to chase, and he's got the pace to outwit most. It's not a bad ball if Ireland can reach it, and he can! And it's oh so close to a Villa winner.
I think Ben Foster saves this, you know. I think it's a wonder save.
Ashley Young must have started to celebrate.
Well, how about the pace from Agbonlahor? And then Stephen Ireland spoke about it. Hits it first time. Great save. And he gets up again. And he heads in the direction of Ashley Young. Look, maybe get a bit of help from his defenders behind him as well. Nevertheless, big opportunity for Villa to clinch it.
Jerome back to Zigic! Well, he's not really had a night to remember till that moment. Now he's a St Andrews hero. It could be another late winner.
What did I say about how often when you're on top, you don't take your chances. How often does it come back to bite you on the bottom? Cameron Jerome does it ever so well. Pulls this ball back into a dangerous area, and Zigic gets on there, and the deflection is cruel. It's really cruel on Aston Villa, and particularly Brad Friedel, but Zigic is in the right place, and it's the deflection that takes it up and over Friedel, who is absolutely helpless to keep it out. And Birmingham, well, they were bad luck. They had bad luck in the first half when the ball went over the line, but there's the deflection, and this time they get good luck. And doesn't it make you wonder? Makes you wonder whether it could be their year.
Dunn, the skipper. Hard. Here's Downing. They need a bit of magic from him or anyone else now in claret and blue. And they very nearly got it. Forward, and his head out takes it goalwards.
It's mine, Ben Foster. He's got the ball in his hands. It wasn't easy. Done at the far post, goes up, and look at all the bodies. And how well does he do, Ben Foster?
Keep right on to the end of the road is the Birmingham song. How appropriate is that at this moment? Whipped into the near post. Still in play. Still no whistle. Downing. One back by Jerome, and that's it, surely. They could even clinch it with another goal. It's Derbyshire. It's Jerome. And it's almost like a back pass to Friedel. Well, we've had a lot of time added to the original stoppage time.
Well, that's it, I think. Got to be.
25,000 Birmingham fans start to celebrate. For once in the second city derby, it's Aston Villa who takes second billing and second place. And Birmingham City have a night they won't forget for a very, very long time.
We deserved it for our efforts over the piece and over a period of time when you think decisions are never going to go your way. We could have been 2-0 in instead of 1 each if the offside decision had gone our way. But you got to move on. We made the assistant made an honest mistake, and we finally got our reward in the second half. Well, probably better side in the second half, more possession, but it never really hurt us.
In terms of the draw and the semi-final, how important is the venue for the second leg?
Well, when you get draws like that, you tend to think the second leg is beneficial for you if you've got it as the home tie. So we've got to go to West Ham and try and play a game in the first leg to take a result back to Birmingham, which can look towards us winning that tie to get to this final.
Please welcome tonight's Carling Cup semi-final, the players of Birmingham City and our West Ham United!
A welcome respite from recent problems. They may be two of the bottom 6 clubs in the Premier League, but West Ham and Birmingham come together tonight with Wembley on their minds. Sears. Faubert trying to slide it through for a binner. It's come off Carr. Spector reacted quickest. Upson looks to drive it across. And Spector still in there challenging and forcing Foster to react.
Well, Matt Upson nearly got a second bite of the cherry here. Gets in behind. Larsson caught napping. Not the best of crosses. Behind Piquion. He tries to react and then it comes back as Larsson dawdles again. And just tipped over by Foster.
Here's Parker. Noble. It's a good driving run from Noble. Abinna's header back across. Piquion underneath it. And sliced across goal and again hit back in there. They've done it from the angle. Mark Noble, the scorer for West Ham. The angle seemed impossible, but somehow he's forced it past Ben Foster. Here's Parker. Space here for Spector. And he has a go. And Tompkins!
Got himself into a good position there, James Tompkins. Again, a decent save.
Spector's cross. It's Victor Abinna! And that's a good save.
This time Foster saves on his near post. Good break by West Ham.
Looking for Larsson, and he finds him. Roger Johnson.
Well, one too many there, wasn't it, Roger Johnson? I think he got carried away. Lovely little shimmy with the first one, and ended up looking a bit like Bambi on ice for the second one. You can see, look at that. Just not got that little zip to get away.
Jerome off the line, but with what part of the body from Sears?
Well, they're all appealing. The hands are up. It's a great header, and that's what you're on the line for, on that post. The block come in, but the hands went up immediately, appealing for a pen. Oh, it looked like it got jarred there. He may have got away with that one. He's there on the post. That's what you're there for. Did it hit him on the hand? Oh, may have just got him on the inside of the thigh.
Alex McLeish has been looking increasingly agitated. Birmingham, though, encouraged. Larsson's corner, and there's the equaliser, and it's Liam Ridgewell against his old club. Back at the place where he started as a junior, Liam Ridgewell comes back to haunt West Ham United again.
It's a great delivery. It doesn't give Rob Green the chance to get there. Really flat, and Ridgewell gets across his marker and powers home. And he really does get some crucial goals for Birmingham. Comes up, look, and he gets right across his marker at a vital stage. It's a great header. It's Winston Reid, he gets across, and it's a lovely flat corner as well. Great delivery. Green's got no chance, and Winston Reid, you shouldn't really be allowing anyone to steal a run on you. He doesn't even have to jump, but it's well played, Ridgewell. Poor marking Reid.
That's the breakthrough he wanted, Alex McLeish.
The corner was so good, Rob, he just had to get his head to it. All the pace was generated on it.
The man who provided it, Sebastian Larsson, has injury woes of his own now. They've already lost Scott Dan, which meant Ridgewell moving into the middle. He's taken a sore one by the look of it.
Well, Larsson's the man who's been hitting the painful area, and it's a Binner who looks like he's been sent off.
Well, yes, a red card shown by Phil Dowd, and Victor Abinna is off.
Well, everyone's looking up the other end. The ball had gone to the other end, Rob, so it's off the ball. And obviously the linesman spotted it. There it is, a back heel, right where it hurts.
It's Ferguson who plays it in, looking for Ridgewell again. Good save by Green this time, but he was left to get the header in, and Green comes to West Ham's rescue.
Well, it's Faubert this time. Look, dreaming away. I think the linesman on the far side just has given offside, but Faubert didn't know. He's caught dreaming, he's inside him, he's beyond him. Rob Green makes a decent save.
It's Ferguson, he had a problem then against Noble, but he's got away. Rarely wastes a pass, he gives this one to Gardner. And Ferguson's in there again, Barry Ferguson goes down, and he went down too cheaply for the referee's liking, and he wasn't interested.
He's not the type of player to go down easily. He was lucky the way the ball bounced back to him, because it was a bit fortuitous, but then he gets in the area, and there's the little shove right at the moment when he's going through, and it's touch and go, isn't it?
Another Larsson corner. Johnson's header. Cleared by Faubert. Gardner switching it back out to Larsson. Oh, what a chance for Murphy. And he knows that that could have settled the first leg.
Well, again, it's a case of getting across your marker, and having done that, Murphy should really hit the target and probably score.
Parker looks for Spector. He pulls away from Murphy. Carlton Cole! Oh, it's in! Another error from Foster as the ball slips past him, and West Ham inexplicably are back in front.
Well, a goal totally out of nothing. Unbelievable. Foster, what has he done there?
And here's Zigic. And there were a few West Ham hearts in mouths then. West Ham given a helping hand in their pursuit of a place in the League Cup final. They'll take a first leg advantage to St Andrews, and Avram Grant may just have ensured with this win that he'll still be leading them when that match takes place in a fortnight's time. Well, the away goal would only come into play after extra time if needs be, but we are anticipating a close contest because of the way that the first leg panned out, but also the league form of these two. West Ham may be bottom of the table, but Birmingham themselves are only 2 points clear of tonight's opponents. Howard Webb then leads the two teams out with a place in a Wembley final at stake. It's Bridge looking to seek out Cole. Carlton Cole took it early. Noble. And Cole has turned away from Jurinek and fires it across, and Ridgewell has to to turn it behind.
The team have certainly had the better of it in these opening stages.
The throw-in reaches Carlton Cole, and what a goal! A real beauty from Carlton Cole that has West Ham on the brink of a Wembley final.
Well, if any goal deserves to get a team to Wembley, that is surely it.
Well, if nothing else, it wipes out the advantage Birmingham did have from Liam Ridgewell's goal away from home, but can Birmingham strike back? Derbyshire here! That moved and Green had to react, and he did get enough on it. Mark Noble's kick, and that came off the defender.
Well, looking at Hines, I think it might have been his effort. Quite incredible effort from the youngster that was inches away.
West Ham resisting at the moment everything that's thrown at them, but the pressure's building. Carr. Here's Ferguson. Up towards Zigic, who gets the touch. Got the shot! Off the post!
Well, he will never strike a better one than this, given how quickly it comes to him and he has to adjust his body. He must have thought that was in, even when it's hit the post.
It's Ridgewell trying to stand another one up for Zigic. Jerome. Goal kick given. Larson's corner. Zigic in there. And what a strike from Lee Bowyer! The former West Ham player rocks his old team and gives Birmingham genuine hope again.
Well, I said it was all about the second ball. And who gets there first? Well, the answer is Lee Bowyer, but once he gets there, what a strike that is. It is as sweet as you like, and though Mark Noble is on the post, he's got no chance whatsoever. Such is the quality. Look at that, only a couple of inches over him, but he hardly sees it. It's a pile driver.
Well, this is how Birmingham got their breakthrough anyway, with a corner from Larson all the way out to Juranek this time. And Ferguson strikes it and forces the save.
Well, the fact he didn't strike it clearly made it a little bit more awkward, and the fact it came through a lot of bodies.
It's Larson's corner, and it forces the save.
Well, he was just sneaking under the crossbar. Jerome got the last touch to that. Fairly easy save, he couldn't take any chances.
To get there first and get up above Matthew Upson, which he does brilliantly. Having done that, to direct his header down, and it's the bounce that beats Morte and Robert Green. The bounce virtually on the goal line, where they've had their fair share of pressure, haven't they? What a fight back.
Well, you sensed that it had been coming. Well, Birmingham haven't been ahead in the tie since it began at Upton Park, but if they were to do so now, you've a feeling there'll be no way back for West Ham. They could get it here. Cameron Jerome, good block. Jerome go for the rebound, and West Ham fling bodies in the way, and in the end, Green collapses on top of the ball. Here's Larson. Zigic up again, knocks it against Tompkins, who temporarily lost sight of it. Gardner's on the scene! Hits the post again! Second time that Craig Gardner has hit the post in the second half.
Incredible, isn't it?
reaching Wembley were Birmingham City then. They could have clinched it without the need for extra time. Here's Parker. Well, it is extra time. Here's Bridge. Now Carr on the surge for Birmingham. Gardner in space. Craig Gardner! Third time lucky for Craig Gardner! Twice denied by the woodwork, but not to be denied this time. It's the Birmingham boy, the Birmingham fan, who has them heading for Wembley.
Well, time and again, he's made those forward runs. And you look at West Ham, they get caught. Great credit to Steve Carr, 34 years of age. But look at the room Craig Gardner has got in the middle of the park. Absolutely acres, and he's got all the time in the world. I mean, we've given Robert Green a lot of praise for the save he made just before the end, but that one, willing to be disappointed. I think the dip on the ball certainly makes it difficult for him, and it's his undoing in the end, but he looks behind him, and to his horror, he sees it in the far corner.
Noble. Bridge. Gets his cross in, and it's Scott Parker! Fobert. Right across! Oh, what a chance for Kieran Dyer! And he's lifted it over. Bridges corner, got the flick on, and Carlton Cole's there! Good save. Jerome. Ball from Ferguson, and the furthest player forward here is David Murphy, who could clinch it! And Green got enough on it!
Well, there's a moment's hesitation from David Murphy. In uncharted territory in many ways.
Zigic. And Birmingham City keep right on to the end of the road and are in the Carling Cup final. It's been a rocky road at times, but they will face Arsenal at Wembley on February the 27th. They were 3-1 down on aggregate at one stage, but Alex McLeish's team from the second half of the match itself fought back. Bowyer and Johnson in normal time, and Craig Gardner, the local hero in extra time, his goal the decisive one, and Birmingham are at Wembley.
Well, it's a great testament to the character that Alex McLeish has engendered within this squad. They're not always full of goals, this team, but what they don't lack for is character. And to go a goal down to a wonderful Carlton strike, to be 3-1 down in aggregate and eventually win the tie. And with its great powers of recovery, it really is a fantastic win for Birmingham City and Alex McLeish.
How did you turn that around?
Well, we were down now. I said to the players at half-time, to all intents and purposes, we're out the cup. So I've got to make a change right away and see if we can have an instant impact. I said, if you've got a chance to cross the ball, do it. Put it in the box with the bigger presence, obviously, with Big Zigic. And it was his best game for us. It was his most effective game. And when he plays like that, it can be very, very difficult indeed to handle.
And as soon as Lee Bowyer got the equaliser, did you see your team's spirit and belief change?
Yeah, I said, it only takes a second to score, and when we get that goal, we still felt that we had a chance to win it in normal time. Gardner's unlucky, he's hit the inside of the post a couple of times, and I thought, there's somebody up there that doesn't like me, but in the end, Gardner, third time lucky, a tremendous goal.
As you know, this competition, it's the only major honour in the club's history. So just getting to Wembley to compete in a final, what does that mean to you personally?
Well, it's I'm absolutely the first word that I think of is pride, and it's an enormous of enormous pride for me to lead the team out at Wembley. I've been involved in a lot of semi-finals, and I've got to finals in Scotland all my career, and to come to England and get to Wembley is a dream come true.